Absolutely, and we took a look at last week, Nebraska losing to Minnesota on the road, but then we looked 2 weeks back. Purdue got the win over number 2 ranked Iowa and dropped them all the way down to 9th. Who's currently trailing Wisconsin 20-0. The inconsistencies on both sides of the ball here, it could be an interesting matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a wonderful Friday night for some basketball here at Millard West High School as the Millard West Wildcats, who are currently 7-8, host the 15-2 Millard North Mustangs. The Millard North Mustangs, led by their star player, 5-star recruit Hunter Salas, is the only 5-star recruit out of basketball to come out of Nebraska in years. This matchup's going to be an exciting one, and I can't wait to get down to the floor.
That's very true, and not only that, but you're looking at, if you're looking at one NFL game, that's a market in itself. That's an event that's going to drag in so much money, and it's going to be a lot of expenses and traveling. I just think the NFL is as good as it is with the 16-game season. One more would I think it's unnecessary, and I think it's too much, not only for the players, but as well as the fans and everyone else running the operation. My junior year of high school, I was actually approached by one of my good buddies, Jaden, and he came up to me and was like, "What classes are you planning for next semester?" And I told him, "You know what, dude, I have absolutely no idea." And he said, "Well, you should try sports journalism." And I was like,
Thanks for joining us on 90.3 KRNU. I'm Andrew Pfeifer.
I remember writing my first story, and my editor gave it back to me just bleeding red ink. And she pretty much was like, "This is one of the worst stories I've ever seen." When I ended up going on and winning state my senior year, and that was probably one of my proudest accomplishments. I ended up, falling in love with the sports side of journalism.
Next, we go to Red Zone Fitness and Training, where head coach Ricky Newman has been helping people with Parkinson's learn how to box since the 2020 pandemic.
How have things been since you've, wrapped up this last season?
It's been good. We've put in a lot of hard work over the past couple months.
What can we expect out of the spring season? I know your season just started and is now underway. What can we expect out of the team in this program with the new head coach?
Really just to compete.
So, obviously there's been a lot of changes to the program as far as the new coaching staff. With Erstrad leaving and hiring Will Bolt. What was the biggest transition change for at least you guys adjusting to the new coaching staff?
Striking, lifting weights, and lifting each other up. This is Red Zone Fitness and Training. They have hosted classes for people with physical disabilities since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic.
I just see how much it really helps people with Parkinson's, especially after COVID, helping the people that were not really doing any physical activity.
This is Ricky Newman. She's the head coach and instructor for these classes. She shows up every day of the week to help many demographics of people, including those with Parkinson's.
This class is a really good place for people to come together and have something in common. So whether it's the class for people with Parkinson's or the Native youth or the teen girls, they're always coming knowing that they have teammates, people that they can call on or count on outside of class and make a lot of friends. And yeah, just working together as a team, and we're like a little family here.
Many people involved in the class have a form of Parkinson's. Some are still early in their stages, but a few have progressed.
It'd be so easy to say, well, I'm just too tired to go, but if you keep with some sort of a schedule, that shouldn't impact things at all like that.
You got to do it. Otherwise, you're last man out.
The benefits of these classes are like none other, as people are not only fighting the disease, but fighting for their life.
People with Parkinson's, sometimes they have a really hard time even just getting out of bed in the morning, but most of these guys come with a positive attitude and a smile on their face and just willing to work really hard because they know that they need to fight Parkinson's.
Parkinson's is a progressive disease that diminishes durability. Some clients claim that by even taking these classes, they've actually gained a little strength.
I think the boxing has made a difference in my ability for stamina and also to not be so self-conscious.
From the Nebraska News Service, I'm Andrew Pfeifer.